Good thing I save so often. Let's see. I don't remember seeing Davarinis in here. Yeah, 8 other victims remain unidentified, but none of them specific. All identified victims had connections with the Ravalis.
Objection!
Mr. Parker, would you take a look at this file? Where? Right here on this page.
Take that!
Page 5. You can clearly see what it says. All of the identified victims have had connections with the Ravalis crime syndicate. Bruno Cadavarini was hardly a member of that group. In fact, he was one of your main rivals. You get it? Sir Galante didn't kill the Cadaverinis. But that's not what I was told! I don't know who did it, but the police apparently have reason to believe that it was someone else.
Objection!
Go a bit easier on your client, Wright. He didn't know. Do you recall what I told you yesterday? What Mr. Parker just said, that was one of the things that we've managed to keep a secret. Even from the Ravalis family. That means they never realized they were Galante's sole target. Ravalis himself was aware. He agreed to keep it a secret. Why would he do that? I will not indulge in speculation of an unrelated topic. Sir Galante did not murder the Cadaverinis. That is all you need to be concerned with. The Ravalis family never realized that Sir Galante was specifically targeting them. Only Michael Ravalis himself knew. But then, if what we just discussed has only been known to the police force, then somebody out there knows too much. I'd like to call in a new witness. Given the circumstances, I'd say that this person has a lot of explaining to do. Save.
Take that!
It was this person. What are you talking about? They don't have anything to do with them. Oh, okay. Guess not. Virgil Black.
Take that!
You haven't been there, Mr. Parker, but over the past few days I've spoken to your friend, Virgil Black. But Virgil? What does he have to do with this? I believe he knows a bit too much about this serial killer. Of course not. He has some sort of vendetta against the Ravalis family. He's trying to kill them all. And then later, that Sir Galante guy isn't gonna stop until he gets every last one of those Ravalis people. The comments seemed innocent at the time, but with what Mr. Williamson just told us, I'm starting to find it very suspicious. The defense demands testimony from Virgil Black. Virgil? What? Order! Order! Mr. Wright, you made a similar accusation yesterday. Are you sure about this? Is there any other way he could have known? Somebody go fetch Mr. Black. Let's see what he has to say for himself. Right away, sir. We will have a recess until the suspect arrives. Mr. Wright, do you really think that Virgil did it? He definitely has a lot of explaining to do. I just can't believe that Virgil could kill anyone. I was wondering the same thing about you. Huh? What do you mean? Mr. Parker, did you kill Sarah Keyes' father? Oh, that. She's convinced that you murdered her father when she was still a child. Well, that explains why she hates me so much. I can see why she'd think that. You didn't actually do it, did you? No, I told you I'm not a killer. That's the truth. But I also said I've committed several horrible crimes. That's true as well. My worst crime of all has been standing by and doing nothing. I was there when her father died. If it wasn't you, then who did it? It was an assassin hired by Mr. Ravalis. was supposed to go along in case things went bad. I watched as he shot Mr. Locke in the heart. I watched as that 6-year-old girl held her daddy in her arms, weeping as his life spilled out onto her tiny little body. I watched and did nothing. I guess I just never made the connection that Sarah was that little girl, all grown up. He's held a grudge against you all these years. I didn't do it. I know there's no way I can prove that. I just have to believe me, or not. The statute of limitations passed. There's nothing we could do, even if he had. You know, I almost suspected Miss Keys for a while yesterday. This isn't over. I'm sure she still has a role to play in this. Sir Galante's mole, for example. Please state your name and occupation for the court. My name is Virgil Black. I'm unemployed. Mr. Black, this court demands an explanation from you. Wright over there claims you told him things which should have only been known only to the police. I'm the killer, of course. He told me that Sir Galante has been singling out the Revalis family. I did? Are you making stuff up, dude? Don't play dumb. Sorry, dude. I tend to forget things kinda easily. Mr. Black, I have a hard time believing that you would be able to come to that conclusion by yourself. We've been passing the crimes off as separate incidents. An average civilian couldn't have known. Hey. You guys need to chill. Let me explain everything. I think I might have overreacted a bit. I didn't really know that stuff. I was just guessing it. Besides, Sir Galante knows all kinds of police stuff, doesn't he? I don't have access to that kind of thing. You were just guessing when you made those comments? Yeah, sorry. Well, Mr. Wright, does this satisfy you? No, Your Honor, not at all. Hey, why are you being like this, dude? I thought we were buddies. Not buddies with mass murderers, no matter how justified their actions may have been. Sir Galante is clearly a smart man to have lasted this long. I'll have to be ready for anything here. You overreacted? I think I panicked. I get really scared when I think about how Wayne's messed up and that stuff. That's right. He might become a victim himself. I don't really think clearly when I'm talking about that kind of stuff. It's way scary. You were just concerned about your friend. How heartwarming. Let me fool you with that, Your Honor. How could you possibly guess something like that? I don't know. Maybe I'm just really good at predicting stuff. It's like I have ESPN or something. I find it very suspicious you were able to jump to that conclusion. Like even the Revalis family wasn't aware of it. Hey, Wayne told me Ryan. I just know what I heard from him. You only knew of the victims that he told you about. Yeah, that explains how I thought they were the only ones. Yes, indeed it does. Please continue, Mr. Black. Besides...
Hold it!
Was that ever actually proven? Hey, I've been watching these trials. I know what's been going on. You guys have been talking all about confidential things and stuff, and how that guy knew it all. You're right, we did mention that yesterday. The fact that Galante can change his MO so quickly does imply that he has knowledge of the investigation. I believe you were the one who brought that up, right? Oh. Didn't you also say that the detective guy leaked it all to cover his own tracks? Yes, he said that too. I I think that pointed him more than me. What Waters did was an accident. Is that ever proven? Well, no. They just have his word on it. Right. His testimony is resting on the fact that he didn't have police knowledge. There must be some way around that.
Hold it!
Are you sure? Hey, I'd kind of know if I did, wouldn't I? Maybe you're lying, just to throw us off. Hey, prosecutor guy. Could you help me out here? If you must know, we did a background check on Mr. Black before bringing him in here. He has no friends or relatives on the police force. He hasn't even so much as made a 911 call before. I don't see any contradictions, Nick. Neither do I. Well, I'm sure if you keep looking, you'll find something eventually, right? That's how it always works. It might not actually be a direct contradiction we're looking for this time. He's worded this very cleverly. What do you mean? There isn't a direct contradiction here, but if we take what we've already learned, there just might be an indirect one. Maybe a profile? Okay, I kind of want to present him then.
Objection!
Mr. Black, I have to give you credit. You definitely know how to deny something. Is there a problem with what I said? No, there isn't. It's airtight. What's the issue then? He didn't have police information. He had Wallace family information. What? The witness worked for those criminals? No. He was close friends with somebody who did. Wayne Parker. That doesn't mean anything to you. It does, Mr. Black. Yesterday, you told us that when he's stressed, Mr. Parker vents to you. He tells you everything. Not everything. He didn't even tell me he was meeting with old Mikey that day. Did he really need to? He worked there after all. It wasn't exactly out of character for him. It was dangerous, dude. Somebody died there. There. You did it again. You were scared because somebody died. That hadn't even happened yet. How could you have possibly known that somebody was going to die before it even happened? Well, that detective guy was going there. I knew it couldn't end well for him. How did you know that? Wayne told me. Did he now? Somebody, Mr. Black. Not Mark Waters, but somebody. He had no idea who Revalis was expecting. There's no way he could have known that then. Do you have anything to say to that, Mr. Black? Or should I say, Sir Galante? What I have to say to you, Sir Wright, is that you have made a terrible mistake. What? What? Mr. Black, what is the meaning of this? He is Sir Galante. No, I am but one of his followers. A fanboy, perhaps you might call me. Fanboy? What's that supposed to mean? I am merely a simple servant of justice. Sir Galante is the one who will bring peace to the city. Forgive the attire, but it seemed appropriate for the time. We approach the climax of our tale. I deny being the great Sir Galante. And yet, if Sir Wright wishes a confrontation, he shall have it. Prepare yourself. You're one of his copycats? For the love of all that is holy! Think what you will, Sir Prosecutor. It is I who will champion the side of truth today. It is clear that you have a misguided sense of justice. I have a misguided sense of justice? Well, it looks like he's about to have an aneurysm. This still doesn't explain how you knew all those things about Sir Galante. An obsessive fan such as myself will always find ways to learn things. I have followed the reports on him very diligently these past 3 years. And yea, I perhaps did convince Sir Parker to tell me what he knew. Stop making excuses. Ah, Sir Wright, you should know better. Is it not true that you cannot accuse somebody without proper evidence? Without that, the jurors have no reason to suspect me, let alone make a conviction. I have plenty of evidence. It begins then, a battle of wits between the great Phoenix Wright, legendary attorney, and I, Virgil Black, but a humble servant of the great Sir Galante. Two seekers of justice, pitted against each other. You wish to challenge me, you will lose. Nay, you have already fallen. Alas, I am not the real hero. I am but one of his imitators, his copycats. It was not I who scaled that fortress and slew the beast. Would I had been there to witness such an event. You disappoint me, Mr. Black. Of all the people you could choose to look up to, you picked a criminal. He's no copycat, Williamson. This man's the real thing. We'll see. Mr. Black? Yes, Sir Prosecutor? If you are innocent as you say you are, then you need not worry. I won't let Wright do to you what he did to Detective Waters. Much obliged, Sir Prosecutor. I knew I could count on you. Sir Galante isn't a hero. How dare you question me? The Tenebrous Templar is far greater than you will ever be. Let's keep things civilized in here. Mr. Black, please put that toy away. Death's eyesight must be really bad if he thinks that thing's a toy. How do you even get that sword in here? It does raise some unfortunate implications for the safety measures in this building. Please continue, Mr. Black. You've been saying this whole time that you hate him. Why the sudden change? Perhaps I was ashamed and have been hiding my true illusions from you. I believe that my obsession will be seen as a sign of weakness. It's because of people like you that the investigation has lasted 3 years. There have been too many red herrings for me to even count. Isn't a herring a kind of fish? No, Your Honor. A red herring is a lead which ends up going nowhere. So these fish have been distracting you from finding the real criminal. Not exactly. However, as long as the imitators don't actually try to reenact the crimes, there isn't really anything you can arrest them for. There aren't any laws against wearing a costume. I should have seen this coming. He's trying to prove he's innocent by saying he was pretending to be himself. What is that supposed to mean? Perhaps my poetic license is too much for you to comprehend. I was referring to Michael Rivales and his tower. Ah, poetry. I love poetry. That wasn't poetry. That was... I shall refrain from it in the future if it bothers you, Sir Wright. Well, I hope you're happy. Now we don't go to any more poetry. Oh, come on. How am I the bad guy here? Are we really supposed to take your word for it that you didn't do it? We have no reason to believe that you did. Yes, in fact, it was only a cruel twist of fate that I do not stand here today with proof of my innocence. Proof? I do not actually have it, as I said, but I know that it once existed. Hurry, Mr. Black. I want to hear all about this proof. What? Huh? The Rivales clan has eyes everywhere. They see all, hear all, know all. An all-seeing eye? I don't think I like the sound of that. I'm sure he was being metaphorical, Your Honor. Yes, you are correct, Sir Prosecutor. That was, once again, poetic license. I apologize. Oh, poetry. In that case, it's perfectly fine. Will the witness please try to make more sense? Overruled. I didn't even object. He said overruled. Stop whining. Why don't you like poetry, Nick? Not you too, Maya. That's rather morbid. A man was brutally slaughtered. Not a man, but a devil. A demon incarnate. His blight has been cured. It isn't okay to celebrate the death of anyone. The righteous have triumphed over the wicked. It is enough reason to celebrate this anyway. When civilians take the law into their own hands, we're left with anarchy. Is that what you want for us? This city is a hive of scum and villainy. The only solution is to cleanse the evil that dwells among us. Sir Galante is the only hope for this cesspool of wickedness. You're insane. Perhaps. However, I do not believe that there is a law against insanity. Your words fall on deaf ears, Sir Lawyer. You are alone in this quest to convict me. Would it not be wiser to simply surrender? Never. Only a fool does not give up when he sees he is beaten. You have nothing to fight me with. Alas. And save. Alright, he's obviously talking about the blackout there. And this little device here causes the blackouts.
Objection!
Load. Blackout data. Load. Maybe the security system?
Objection!
There we go. Is this your all-seeing eye? Ah, yes, you are a perceptive one. That's what I thought. Are you forgetting something? There were no cameras in the penthouse. Even if the tower had been working, there wouldn't have been any footage of the crime. There's a reason the crime had to happen there, and there alone. That was the only place in the building where the killer could not be seen.
Objection!
As much as I'd like to entertain your hypothesis, there is a rather large flaw with it. There's no way he could have avoided the cameras on his way up. The power was out. How would he have known that? Blackout is the kind of thing that you plan for, isn't it?
Take that!
I'd actually say the blackout wasn't random at all. It was all part of the plan. The fuse box on the roof had been tampered with. There was a device on it that activated when I touched it and turned off everything in the building. Now it's you, huh? Good to know. The question here, of course, is why that was even on there in the first place. The only possible for something big to happen in the building without me behind any proof of who had done it. Ah! Careful there, Mr. Black. You might break something. My apologies, Sir Judge. However, I felt it best to get your attention. Yes, well, please, just say something next time. Sir Judge, I believe that I must have a chance to defend myself further. The accusations made by the defense are entirely unfounded. You can refute their claims? Of course I can. A device on a fuse box would have been useless to an intruder. What good would it serve anybody, being on the rooftop? It is clear that the blackout was a mere coincidence. The earlier theory presented by the prosecution is much more sensible. In any case, Sir Walter should be honored, not punished. The death of Michael Rivales marked a turning point. By slaying him, he has all but vanquished the Rivales clan. Sir Judge, you are a wise man, but it seems you have been letting the defense get out of hand. Yes, perhaps I have. What? If Sir Prosecutor is unable to control him properly, then perhaps harsher punishment should be instilled. A deterrent from further distractions. I agree. This sounds like a good idea. What? A penalty will be given for any needless pressing of the witness. You may begin, Mr. Wright. That's annoying. I'm gonna have to save now before pressing it.
Hold it!
That's not true. You could disable all the cameras in the building with something like that. Such an ability would be useless if you could not access it. You could easily access it by taking the stairs to the roof. And by the time you got there, the security cameras would have seen you 100 times. Rather pointless, no? Well, maybe it's not the best idea. Just stop trying, please. It's embarrassing for both of us. Sorry, I make things more difficult for you.
Hold it!
What do you mean by that? An intruder would have to enter from the ground floor, would he not? There's no other way to get there. The security system would have been fully active until you reached the fuse box. You would not have made it far without being seen. Maybe there's another possibility. What if it was possible to activate the blackout without being next to the fuse box? How exactly would you do that? There might have been a remote control for it. It was electronic, so it's definitely a possibility. Have you seen this remote? Do you know that it actually exists? Well, no. Such a thing would indeed make sense of the situation. However, without proof of it, you have nothing. I feel like that this is an interesting thing for us to consider. Please amend your testimony, Mr. Black.
Hold it!
It didn't seem normal that the device would activate as soon as it was touched. That seems more like a malfunction than anything else. You have not found the remote, therefore you cannot prove that it existed. What if we haven't found the remote because it was disposed of? Maybe if we did that. The killer, obviously, Sir Galante. I'm almost positive that's what happened. Sir Galante is known for never leaving any evidence behind. Wouldn't it make sense that he got rid of something that could prove how he did it? He still needed the blackout to be in effect until he left, so he couldn't remove the device from the fuse box. He could, however, easily dispose of a remote control. Sir Prosecutor, are you not going to say anything? No. I can neither prove nor disprove what he said. Galante's hidden evidence before. It could happen again. Continue, Wright.
Hold it!
How could you possibly prove that? How could you possibly prove that it wasn't? Well, precisely. There was a device on the fuse box.
Objection!
You'd need to be on the roof to set it there in the first place. There wouldn't have been any way for him to access it without getting caught. Surely you did not overlook something as clear as this, Sir Lawyer. No, of course not. But you clearly overlooked the fact that you need to be watching what you press. that thing a million times now. It still makes more sense than what you are proposing. Do we really need to go over this again? The theory holds true because there is no other way it could have been accomplished. No other way? Yes, there's only one way to access both the roof and the penthouse. That is through the reception area. The receptionist was aware that the two suspects were there. I would find it hard to believe that a third could sneak past all three of them. Yes, Sir Judge. To open the window and commit the crime, one would have to enter the room no less than twice. There are no other possibilities. Actually, if we accept another thing, we can find a new possibility. What is that? The remote. Pray tell, what difference could that possibly make? A person using a remote control probably wouldn't be in the building in the first place. He also couldn't have entered through the reception because 3 people would have seen him. So, he had to have come from somewhere else. Somewhere outside the building. Right. Save.
Take that!
If we can't go up, why not go down? Down? What do you mean by that? His point of entry was from the roof. He climbed down from there, and he went through the window. The only room he ever stepped foot on was the penthouse. Ridiculous. Is it? Because that's exactly what one of our witnesses told us. He saw Sir Galante climb down from the roof and into the penthouse. That doesn't explain how he got up there in the first place. I'll bet I have an answer for you. Stop doing that! You are getting ahead of yourself, Sir Wright. Before trying to prove how I entered the penthouse, would it not be better to prove that I was there at all? I implore you to present even a single piece of evidence that suggests that. At the moment, the only one who accepts this story is you. No! Knocked down right as I was getting started. Mr. Black, I believe that you can leave. It appears Mr. Wright still doesn't have everything thought out. No, wait! I'd like to request more testimony. What about? I'd like him to testify about his motive? I had to have some motive for everything. Nay, I had no motive, for I did not commit the crime. Yes, you did. Is that all you have? Mere words to back up your claims? It is a wonder Sir Parker has made it this far. There's no reason to speak about his motive when we haven't even proven his connection to the crime. Eesh, that's a massive drop. His alibi. We need to know where he was when everything happened. An alibi? Do I really need such a thing when I am not even a suspect? No. It wouldn't hurt though, would it? I don't suppose it would. I will allow Mr. Black to testify about this.